Joining us now, Sarah Saldaña, former Director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement from 2014 to 2017 under the Obama administration. We appreciate your time today.
Sure.
I assume that you have seen this very disturbing video of what unfolded yesterday. What do you make of it?
I have seen it actually various times over its several iterations that have been actually published. As in a word, and the one that you used, it is very disturbing. It is concerning, and I think it's very important to have a good response from law enforcement's point of view to all of this. Part of that really should be involving the community, and right now that's not the response that's developing, and I'm concerned.
You were the former director of ICE. Was the response by these officers, these agents, the correct one?
It is very difficult to look at the minimal amount of information that's available right now and draw a conclusion. I have a concern that some of the administration's top officials have done that themselves. I think actually the president did it to conclude that there was good faith and the officer had a belief in his own safety was in peril. I think we all need to wait until all the evidence is out. I'm concerned whether all the evidence will be out based on what I heard this morning with respect to the FBI not sharing information with local authorities. But let's give law enforcement a benefit of the doubt and hope that it does happen. It's an important point right now, and we need to assure the public that this was not a rogue agent who went and started shooting without cause. Quite frankly, when you see the video the first time, quite frankly, when you see the video the second and the third time, it looks like there could have been a more appropriate response other than killing the woman in the car.
Sarah, we haven't showed the video this hour to our viewers who are joining us right now, so I'm going to pause for a second. And first, a disclaimer that the video we are about to show viewers is disturbing, but we'd like people to see it so they can judge for themselves. Have a look. Apparently there isn't audio on this right now, but there are officers who approach and they say, get out of the car. And then moments later, as the vehicle, the SUV advances, multiple shots are fired from the agent, and then it crashes across the street. So Sarah, I'm going to bring you back on here and get your sense of whether or not when the officer says, get out of the vehicle, and it appears to be seconds later that shots are fired, whether that's enough warning for somebody to respond in a heated moment.
Well, that's exactly right. And mind you, there are law enforcement officers all up and down the street. You can see various ones of them there that weren't involved in the approach to the car or the shooter who's being shown on the screen now. So it is very difficult to see this. You certainly, law enforcement has a very difficult job here in Canada, wherever. It is a difficult and often dangerous job, but you're also required to follow the Constitution and give people certainly due process and plenty of opportunity. You have to consider the context of this shooting, and that is the woman was apparently, from what we can see in the video, in the middle of the road. She was not endangering anybody. If in fact she was obstructing law enforcement in its duties, in this case ICE officials, then that's something that has to be dealt with, certainly. But to the extent of the response that was given, and that is there are two officers specifically face-to-face with the victim, one eyeballing that person at the window, who did not draw their guns, who were not in fear from what we could see for their lives, and yet another person, a third person, the shooter, comes around and begins shooting as the car is turning away from him. So there's so many questions here, so many causes for concern. And my most important message to everyone, and who am I have no authority within this administration, but my concern is that the law enforcement communicate with the community, involve the community as this investigation is developing, and also that the community protest if that's what you choose to do, but peacefully and calmly, because I am very concerned that there is an alarm going off here, and we all need to be very mindful of our actions.
Sarah Saldaña, we appreciate your time very much.
Of course.
Sarah Saldaña, former ICE director.